Deadpool and Wolverine is currently in the cinema, and it's worth discussing the fact that they brought the character of Logan/Wolverine back, Hugh Jackman reprising his role for the first time since the character was killed off in the 2017 film Logan. A conclusion that I think worked very well for the character, a suitable, tough-as-nails end for a man who'd lived a tough old life. Bringing him back in a new film thanks to the Multiverse plot device, much like how Loki was brought back from the dead because of the time-travelling events of Endgame, allows us to have Wolverine and Deadpool on screen together. Again, of course this is the second time, what with the fact that a version of Deadpool, played by Ryan Reynolds, did of course appear in the first Wolverine movie. And should this movie be a major financial success, there's no reason why such a multiverse resurrection can't serve as the blueprint for bringing back other Marvel characters who've died, especially into the MCU. Not that that's something I want to see. I don't think it's a good idea or anything. As I've mentioned before, I prefer when characters remain dead, rather than, cheap tricks being deployed to bring them back for nostalgia or desperation to reignite fan interest. But still, this might very well be the strategy that gives us the return of the likes of Steve Rogers, Captain America, and Tony Stark, Iron Man, and maybe even Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. This article is from Bounding Into Comics. Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige says Hugh Jackman's appearance in Deadpool and Wolverine proves MCU returns for Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans can be done if great care is taken. Technically, that is true. Quite a significant amount of time has passed since 2017's Logan, and I do think that kind of helps. But the question is, should they bring back Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans as Iron Man and Captain America, respectively? In ostensibly soft confirming that a revival of the two Avengers is being genuinely considered as a Hail Mary play to save the Marvel Cinematic Universe's imploding reputation, Kevin Feige has put forth Deadpool and Wolverine's treatment of Hugh Jackman and his incarnation of the titular mutant Berserker as proof that Marvel Studios is capable of both successfully and respectfully bringing back both Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man and Chris Evans' Captain America for one last mission. Feige made his sales pitch for the late Avengers' return while speaking with Discussing Film's Andrew J. Salzar in promotion of the mutant crossover film. Asked by Salzar as to how, if ever, Marvel Studios would approach the possibility of reviving the two heroes, the ever-baseball-capped studio head explained that while he had no concrete information regarding such a development, if it were to happen, I think that's supposed to be if it were to happen, it would first and foremost have to be done in a way that respected their legacies. That's the key, right? Asserted Feige. How do you do it in a way that maintains what has come before in a great way? And we've been spending the last 2+ years figuring that out for Wolverine. He added, so what's to come? We'll see. We're just proud that I think, have figured it out for Wolverine. I think Hugh's appearance and starring role in Deadpool and Wolverine is a great sign that it can be done if great care is taken. You can check out the full article linked below in the description box. Now, regardless as to whether a multiverse variant of a dead character is used or not, it does still kind of undermine their previous on-screen death, at least somewhat. The multiverse robs the death of any meaning. In fact, it just robs a story of consequences or stakes. Nothing means anything anymore. Every horrible outcome can just be undone by the multiverse magic wand. I think it's a lazy plot device, pretending to be some kind of intelligent pseudo-science explanation by presenting the idea that there's infinite versions of Earth, infinite versions of a character, and infinite potential outcomes to events. Why should I care about a single one of them? The more Earths, the more versions of a character that exist, the less I care about them, because the less precious and important they become. The multiverse reduces a character to being little more than a replaceable object, reproduced straight off a sci-fi plot device conveyor belt. Your favorite superhero died? No problem. Here's another one exactly the same to replace them. The true reason there's been a big push with this multiverse thing in Hollywood lately is because the industry has reached peak franchise saturation point. Audience interest can be difficult to sustain without the familiarity of popular characters. Studios want to keep the franchises buoyant, and the only way to do that is to keep giving the audiences the same old product, the characters that made the franchises great in the first place. The multiverse plot device is basically a reboot tool without technically rebooting. It looks to me like the return of Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans as Iron Man and Captain America is not a question of if, but a question of when. I think they're going to do it. But should they? What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and share this video out there. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.